Hey, wonderful teachers, time for another tip of the week. I wanted to talk to you this week, since it's graduation week, about how you can get started on your speech. If you're like me, you have waited till this week to try to get something down on paper that is legible and coherent. I don't write, I art, so writing is difficult for me. But one thing that I did find that made it easier, I was able to last night sit down and write 2 pages of my speech. Because I did one simple little thing. I went back with my previous classes with my lead student and I reread all the charting that I did. Yes, that took some time. I took notes while reading that, and it helped me type up 2 pages in no time at all. So I'm going to show you where you can find that information. So the first thing that you want to do is go over into Genius, and then under Students, search for your student. So my student that's graduating this year is Tyler. So I just went over, clicked on his name. It brought up his student profile. Scroll all the way down, and on the left-hand side, you're going to see a link that says All Charting. You want to click that. And you'll see here that it brings up charting for every single one of his classes. If you just want to see the charting for your classes, you can simply go right here and click on it. Scroll down, because as you know, Tyler has taken a lot of classes. So this was our very first class together. So you click the class that you want to read all the charting for, and then you click Get Data, and it brings up every session that you charted for that class, which should be all the classes that you had with him. Now if you scroll over, you'll see the academic narrative. And here it says Tyler did a spectacular job today. He came and introduced himself first thing this morning, an hour before our class. So that was great. I didn't remember that he did that because, man, that was so long ago. I mean, you can look at the data, but it was a long time ago that happened, last fall. So it reminded me of some of the little things about Tyler that we kind of take for granted every day and that we don't really stop to think about it. So rereading all of the chartings that I did for him reminded me of so many things that I appreciate and that I adore about Tyler, that I was able to get those 2 pages typed up so quickly last night. And then tonight, all I have to do is do some editing. I need to add another 1.5 to 2 pages of information, and that's that. So definitely use that all charting link for your students, just to remind you what you guys talked about in class, and what you did, what you witnessed that you really appreciated, or that you really thought was a great thing that student did. It's such a little thing to just come and read these, but there's a wealth of information in these daily chartings that we send home to the parents, and we tend to forget about that. So that is the tip this week. I encourage you to go and check those out. This is also great to do right before the IROCs to remind you what that student has done, and you can double check their goals too. So if you have questions or if you need any assistance with this, please let me know. Happy charting!